Louisiana is often called a sportsman's paradise, and in particular Cenla, or Central Louisiana. And it has tons of opportunities to interact with wildlife and enjoy the scenery.
I got a buddy boy back in Monroe, just you run up the hill undercover average Joe.
Alex Smith is a talented artist and songwriter that I've met a few times over the years. And I looked him up to get a feel for the area and to see if we could get to the bottom of why it's such a hotbed of talent.
He's a student, talking to students, sip tongue devil. Lights puts him on a different level. In his prime, hit his stride, boy, he's dancing and cursing. Hear the crowds gather around him, man, it must be something. Be 5'7", standing 6'5".
Louisiana Country.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
There's so many amazing Louisiana artists that are here. The rhythms are different, the phrasing, the vocabulary, I mean, you name it, it's kind of got its own little flavor.
We have the sauce here. The spice that we have in our food is the same spice we have in our music. How does the land and the culture of Louisiana playing in your songwriting?
A lot. I grew up, my dad and my grandpa both play, but my grandpa plays up in North Louisiana very much just like old school, more church songs. That's had an influence because that's kind of what older country was. You know, these heartfelt lyrics over just an acoustic guitar. But a lot of it was all this imagery that we have in the state that's just beautiful, that's kind of different than other places, kind of sneaking into some lyrics.
You got to go to UL Lafayette. You got to experience Zydeco music, swamp pop, Cajun music. I know y'all took the trips to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
The musicianship of all those guys, I mean, like yourself, have just been doing it forever. So it's hard to almost take that in. You get it by being around a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's caught, not taught.
I want to be just fully like immersed in it because I think that's the only way you can get it to the level that you guys have it. But it definitely sneaks in little pieces here and there where I'm like, oh man, it's just all funky to me. There's not a single band in Louisiana that doesn't get you. There's not a still foot in the house anytime any of that stuff is playing, and I think that's just so different than other places. The music's responsible for that. I mean,
in Louisiana, familiarity with the song is not a prerequisite for a good time.
Totally, totally. One of our favorite places is actually right across. Can you see that that roof that's over there? That's Tunks. Man, we'd take either the jet ski, like I was kind of talking about, or the pontoon just straight across, and that's one of the things.
So I see a pontoon, I see a place. I mean, there's a place we need to go check out.
We can fire it up.
All over Louisiana, everywhere there's water, there are spots like this on the river.
We eat some crawfish out here and some seafood that's all kind of covered in some great sauces and stuff. It's delicious. They have some good music, some good food, and so it's nice that we used to just be able to scoot right across the lake.
You know, Louisiana is so rich in culture and so rich in just traditions and stuff like that, but we're also rich in talent. Thinking about why that is, why do you think we're so abundantly blessed in that area?
The culture around here, I think, is just made for it. I think it's made to start breeding talent. I mean, I don't know, you see that some other places, but not, I think, in the quantity that we get it here. The families that have just done it for generation after generation. I didn't set out to play music, but it sure set out to find me. I mean, and I think that's just out of being in this. It's around here. It gets played on that stage right over here every night that you're down here.
In my family, there was not ever a family function, big or small, in which music was not being played physically. Not on the radio.
No.
Not but like physically being played. Our music and our culture is our most natural and profitable, renewable resource.
Never in a case, huh? Right? Like if it's a guitar,
that's right.
Have it out, it'll get played. It's a magnet. You get drawn over there. If you have a spirit for it, that's what I've come to realize with this. As music goes, I'm gonna be doing it whether I'm doing it or not. You know, like really pursuing it outwardly or not, I'm still gonna pick up and play a guitar. I can't help it.